You knew the sentence. You had it ready. You practiced it again and again, in your room, in your mind, in moments where no one was watching. You said it perfectly. Clear, confident, natural. Exactly how you wanted it to sound. But when the moment came, when someone actually looked at you, when it was your turn to speak, you forgot everything. Not just a word, not just a small mistake. Everything. Gone. And in that moment, you stood there, smiling, nodding, pretending like nothing was wrong, while inside your head, everything was collapsing. Your thoughts were screaming, "Say it, say something, anything." But your mouth stayed silent. It never happens when you're alone. It never happens when you're practicing. It never happens when things are easy. It happens when it matters. When someone asks you a simple question, "What do you think?" Can you explain that? Tell me about yourself. Simple questions. Questions you know how to answer. Questions you've answered perfectly 100 times in your head. But now your chest feels tight. Your heartbeat starts racing. Your breathing changes. And suddenly, your brain feels empty. You try to grab the words. They slip. You try to build a sentence. It breaks. You try again. Nothing. Just silence. And the worst part? Everyone is waiting. Not judging. Not laughing. Just waiting. And somehow, that makes it worse. From the outside, it looks like nothing. Just a quiet moment. A pause. A delay. But inside you, it's chaos. Your mind is running in every direction at once. You're translating. You're correcting. You're overthinking every word before it even exists. Should I say it like this? No, that sounds wrong. Maybe this word. No. What if it's incorrect? What if they don't understand me? What if I sound stupid? And just like that, you stop. Not because you don't know, but because you don't trust yourself. And then it happens. Someone else speaks. They answer the question. They say the thing you were about to say, clearly, simply, effortlessly, and everyone understands them. They nod, they respond, they move on. And you stay silent, still, watching, thinking, I knew that. I was about to say that. That was my answer. But it doesn't matter anymore, because the moment is gone. And later, when you're alone again, everything comes back. Every word, every sentence, every idea. Perfect, fluent, exactly how you wanted it. You replay the moment in your head, again, and again, and again. This is what I should have said. This is how I should have answered. Why didn't I just say it? And the answer? Because in that moment, you didn't forget English. You lost control. You tell yourself, I forgot. I'm not good at English. I need to learn more words. I need more practice. But deep down, you know that's not true. Because when you're alone, you speak just fine. When no one is watching, you understand everything. When there's no pressure, you feel fluent. So what changes? Not your knowledge, not your vocabulary, not your ability. What changes is pressure. When you feel pressure, your brain changes. It stops thinking about language. It stops building sentences. It stops caring about communication. It switches into survival mode. And in survival mode, your brain is not trying to help you speak. It's trying to protect you from embarrassment, from judgment, from failure. So it does something strange. It shuts down complexity. No long sentences, no structured thoughts, no risk, just silence. Because silence feels safe. You've trained your brain to speak only in comfort. In your room, in your thoughts, in perfect conditions, where nothing can go wrong. But real life isn't like that. Real conversations are messy, fast, unpredictable. There's no pause button, no time to rehearse, no time to be perfect. And your brain is not ready for that environment yet. It's not English. It's not grammar. It's not vocabulary.
It's performance under pressure. You don't fail because you don't know. You fail because you panic. And panic breaks everything. Think about it. If you truly didn't know English, you wouldn't be able to think in it. You wouldn't be able to understand it. You wouldn't be able to form sentences alone. But you can, which means the problem is not knowledge. It's access. You can't access what you know when it matters most. Stop asking, why do I forget English? Start asking, why do I panic when I speak? Because that question leads to the real solution. You don't need more words. You don't need more grammar. You need exposure to discomfort, to real moments, to pressure, small pressure, controlled pressure, repeatable pressure. Because every time you speak while feeling nervous and nothing bad happens, your brain learns something new. This is safe. This is normal. I can do this. It doesn't start with big speeches. It starts small. One word, one sentence, one attempt. You speak, even when your voice feels unstable, even when your mind feels unclear, even when you're not ready. Because waiting to feel ready is the biggest trap. You think confidence comes first. It doesn't. Confidence comes after action, after repetition, after failure, after uncomfortable moments. Confidence is built, not found. One day, you speak and you don't freeze. Not perfectly, not fluently, but you don't stop. You keep going, and something feels different. Not easier, but possible. You didn't forget English. You froze. And freezing can be trained away. So next time, when your mind goes blank, don't wait for perfect words. Don't wait for confidence. Don't wait for comfort. Just say something. Anything. Because fluency isn't about remembering everything. It's about not giving up when your mind goes silent.